And I just hit record, which is good. Put a yes, and I'm in the right box. Oh, okay. I was in the wrong box. Looks like everybody can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. You should probably see a blank screen right now. You're not going to see anybody's screen. Demetrius, say hi, buddy. Make sure everybody can hear you.
Hello, hey, hello, people. Good evening from Greece.
Oh man, did you, Damien? You know, you kind of sound like Damien at first second. Now that I kind of think about it, man, you've got that same happy hello that Damien has as well. I think everybody else agrees, and I'm excited to have you here, Demetrius. Thanks for showing up, and I really appreciate you coming on board to bring the value here. So let's go ahead and get started with a little bit of bonus recap. I'm going to recap where we're at. This is the final call that we've got. Most everybody should be in Gear Bubble, so they should be able to have access right now to mugs, phone covers, T-shirts will be coming next week. Lots of fun stuff. Everybody got their access? Just put a yes in the box real quick. I think everybody does have their access. If you don't, just hit me up on support. Roxana said no. Roxana, let me know and I'll get you in there. Everybody else said yes, and everybody seems to be loving it. Cool. So bonuses are done. We delivered extremely hard. I'm happy with what we've done. We've done every single call. Done a ton of different ad critiques in the group. I've been inside of the Gear Bubble beta group, delivering every day, delivering lots of free designs, over delivering as much as we humanly possibly could. So up to now, are you guys really happy with how we delivered the bonus? I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like we delivered very hard, where most people kind of forget about bonuses after a few days. We're here like weeks past the refund period, still hopping on calls and doing good. Everybody's loving the teamwork at Gear Bubble. I appreciate that. We're working hard over there. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Everybody's loving it. Good. We take a lot of pride in making sure that we deliver really hard after the sale. And you guys that have been with me for a while know that, especially from the lab. So we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start with asking some questions, polling you guys kind of a little bit so that we know where everybody's at. Now, when it comes to Facebook ads, I know where everybody's at. I know where everybody's skills at. I know what products I recommended to them. I know what products that everybody buys. I kind of know how you do your targeting. I know who sets things up right, who doesn't, who talks about setting them up right but doesn't actually do that. But when it comes to Google, I don't know anything about what you actually know. I know that many of you on here don't know anything for the most part, which is kind of the same boat I'm in a lot of times. And I know a couple of you on here probably know a ton. They know a lot more than me. I know there's a lot of people in the laboratory group that's way better at Google AdWords. That's because I'm not any good at it. I'm not an expert at it. But we've got Demetrius here. He is an expert at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poll you on a few different things, see where you're at. Who here has ran a Google AdWords ad at all? Just put a yes in the box or a no in the box. Please engage because this helps me a lot. Because the more I can know, the more me and Demetrius can help you over time. You guys know how I am with case studies and free stuff. So we got about a 60-40. 60% say yes, 40% say no. And out of the yeses, I think a lot of these people were maybe they've ran one once or twice. Who actively runs? Different question. Put yes in the box. Yes, yes. If you actively, yes, yes. And then just put no if you haven't. I want to see a double yes in here so I can kind of see where everybody's at. Okay, so what we've got is we've got everybody's kind of a couple people have done it before. A few people, it looks like Thomas is the only one here who's actively running. He's not even running it for t-shirts. He said, okay, cool. So we know where everybody's at. A lot of people have actually tried Google Ads before, but they haven't really dug in and they're not digging into it currently. And then most of the people in here have tried it maybe once. Okay, so Demetrius, this is kind of where we're at. Everybody in here, for the most part, you know where everybody's at. They're physical goods. I don't think anybody's super knowledgeable in AdWords. So let me get some basic questions, I think, out the way, and then we'll go into some examples. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. All right. Everybody knows that remarketing makes money. Facebook, everybody does it. Okay. Explain the differences when it comes to remarketing, because you've kind of shed some light on this before me. Everybody knows that remarketing makes money, but they only do it on Facebook. Explain the differences. What can you do in remarketing on Facebook that you can't do on Google? And I don't want any loop arounds, but how do you combat that? Because I know that the rules are different. So if you could explain that, I think that would help a lot of people get a core understanding of the rules.
Okay, cool. So at first, before we begin, I would like to personally thank you and for creating this group. People have getting so much value out of this, and I want to personally thank every single member of the lab and everyone because they are truly good guys, willing to help each other, and that makes this group very unique. So I'm really glad and I'm really proud and grateful to be part of this group. First of all. second of all, let's get let's get down to remarketing. So pretty much remarketing, guys, on AdWords works pretty much the same as Facebook. You can do the same stuff, pretty much the same stuff. You can do the sequencing. You can build separate lists. You can build all visitors. You can build similar audiences. You can scale. Sorry, my English is not that good, so I'm trying to to think. You can do the sequencing, okay? You can do different stuffs concerning the levels where the visitor is. So let's say for example that we have the first thing is that we have the all visitors that is created automatically by the AdWords platform, okay, and then we have the possibility to create even more targeted remarketing leads. So let's say if we have an e-shop, okay, and we have some categories, okay, and in these categories we have certain products. We can have remarketing lists that contain all the visitors. We can have a remarketing list that we can have in a certain category. Okay, so let's say that we have an e-shop that's www.gym.com/laptops. Okay, we want every people that that has visited before the laptops category. Okay, and we can customize, as with Facebook, we can customize a specific ad to those people. Okay. Even more, we can deep dive even more if someone has seen a specific laptop, okay, an HP laptop model 1111, okay, we can go and remarket to that specific audience that we want only people that have seen this specific product. And even more, if we want to dive even more, we can go and remarket only to those people that have seen the specific product but have not made the purchase. So we can do also custom combination.
Let me pause you, Dimitris, because
Yeah.
I think a lot of these will be easier when people get a little further in. Let me guide you a little bit because I think most people in here have never set up Google remarketing. They know that Facebook remarketing works. They know that Google and YouTube kind of the same place. They know that remarketing works. Anybody that's ever tried to go to traffic and conversions knows that Ryan Dice will market the crap out of you, and it clearly works. So I want to know just what I'm kind of getting at is the rules. Now, say you have a Shopify store that's on your own domain, and then say you're on Teespring or Gearbubble or wherever, and you're on somebody else's domain.
Mhm.
On Facebook, you can kind of remarket from whatever URL you want. It's not the same on Google, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Google is pretty much more strict than Facebook. It has some specific rules that you have to pay attention to. So this is a small of a problem, but we can overcome this by creating, and I have prepared an example to show you. We can prepare a specific landing page, okay, that will lead afterwards to our Gearbubble or Teespring campaign.
Okay, so basic level, what you got to know is that Facebook remarketing it's a gold mine, obviously, and it's very simple, it's very easy, it's very quick. It's just like Facebook advertising. Google is a gold mine as well. It's not as simple, it's not as easy, it's not as quick, and that's the same thing with AdWords as it is with remarketing, as it is with everything. Both great platforms, but wouldn't you kind of agree, Demetrius, at a core level, everything moves a little slower?
Yeah, it actually is, but when you are in the point where you know what you're doing, even think of it like that. When you started with Facebook, it seems remarketing and similar audiences and audience insight seem like a big trouble. Okay, the same is with Google AdWords. If you do not have any interaction yet with AdWords, it would feel for you like a very big thing. But I have prepared to show you step by step how we can create our campaigns in PPC for physical products, okay, and how we can create our remarketing list. So I think, Don, that it will be much more easier if we can show all the people here. So because now we are talking in a very theoretical level,
I
I think
completely
that
agree. Here's what I want to do. I want to recap the basic rule set. and then I want to go into a screen share with your screen, and you can go and dig in and show people how to do keyword research for AdWords for physical goods. Also show people how to do basic level remarketing, where to go get their remarketing pixel in Google, all these different things. But I just want to make a basic core understanding that if you have your own URL, you can kind of do remarketing however you want for the most part. It is very complex. It does have a lot of levels to it. But if you're doing Teespring or other things, like Google wants it to be your website. That's why, as an owner of Gear Bubble, I'm going to have to do lots of dynamic retargeting on my website to make it easier for people because I own the website. Doing remarketing, you kind of have to build a bridge page if you want to do it on Google. It's not as easy as Facebook. Just put a yes in the box if we're on the same page as that, and then I'll let Demetrius kind of go in, explain everything. I just want to make sure that we're at a core level because I don't want you to think it's the exact same because it's not. Okay, Demetrius, you can cover up anything that I've already screwed up for you. But I think if you just kind of go in and show people any basic level of physical products, here's how you would do the keyword research. I think people have seen your case studies and your info in the lab a little bit, but let's go in and show a physical good into an AdWords account. Let me move to you as the presenter. And click OK. And it should show your screen, or it should have the ability for you to click a button that says show screen.
Yeah, I think that now people can see my screen now.
I can see it. Just put the word screen in the question box if you can see it. Okay, cool. I think everybody can see your screen, bud. I will shut up and I'll let you take over.
Okay, so actually I'm gonna start from the very basic stuff. So I want to know if everybody is following and it's on the same level. If it's something that you don't understand, we can say that again and again and again because it's really difficult at the start. But when you start to get to know with this screen here, it will be, trust me, much more easier, and you can take your business, your t-shirt marketing to the next level because there is ton of money to be made. I'm into Google AdWords since 2010, and I've created hundreds campaigns, and I've seen tons of stuff. So let me get into it. Okay, so if you go to adwords.google.com, this is the first basic platform of Google AdWords. Okay, this is my actual account. Okay, I've never used it in my account, so we are going to do step by step to create a specific campaign. Okay, so if you go to create your first campaign, okay. Let me tell you first that I have prepared two examples. The first example is if you want to market a specific T-shirt, okay, and I will take an example back from July, I think last year, that I ran into Teespring, a drummer T-shirt, okay, and I will tell you how is the process step by step to market this T-shirt. I will show you how to do the keyword research, how to write the ad. Okay, anything you can't understand, please write it to me to explain again. Okay, so let me. Okay, this is my. Okay, this is the page, and this the. Okay. Okay. So this is actually from one campaign I've run on last July. Okay, I was targeting drummers, eat, sleep, drum, repeat. It was in the phase where I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Okay, so I put this campaign up. I think it sold. I have a target of 10. It sold something like 3. Okay, but it was funny, and I was trying to learn some things. Okay, and this is actually the page I built yesterday in 5 minutes, okay, in one of my domains, just to show you how the process will be, because we cannot advertise directly into our Teespring campaign. Okay, Google AdWords does not allow this, but Facebook does. Okay, so keep this in mind. The first of all is we have to choose the network that we want to advertise on. Okay, we have two networks. It's the search network. It's the usual google.com where you go and put in something like furniture or shoes or anything. Okay, and it's the display network where we show it's the Google Display Network where Google cooperates with many sites, and they let Google advertise on their sites everything we can. Okay, then, and that contains also the remarketing. So at first we're going to go with search network only. Okay, here we're going to choose all features. Okay, so this is by default Greece because I live in Greece. If I go, let me choose. Okay, let us choose the United States. Okay, so the language is English. Okay, the strategy, it's the bid strategy. It's how much we want to pay per click. Okay, so this is very important to choose. I will manually set my bids for clicks. Okay, and right now, right for the start, we put a default bid that we may change in the on how we proceed on. Okay, I usually put this one, 0.21 cents. Okay, it's in euro. Okay, I put in a typical budget. Okay, 10 per day. Okay, and I'm actually don't want to confuse you anymore with this. I will go save and continue. Okay, let's say that we have this t-shirt. Okay, this t-shirt goes, we should target, if we were going to do that for the drummers, okay, if on Facebook, we would choose the targeting drumming, drummers, drummer magazines, association, bands, etc., etc. Okay, here we will choose, we will do the keyword research with specific keywords concerning the drummers. Okay, let me open in this stage. Let me open the tool, the keyword tool, that will help us identify all the keywords that has to do with the drummer t-shirts. Okay, if I go to tools, this is the same platform. Okay, if I go to tools and keyword planner, okay, I go to at first get search volume for a list of keywords. Okay, and I go like this: drummer t-shirts, drumming t-shirts, funny drummer t-shirts. I put in some keywords just to show, just to see, excuse me, if there is any potential for these people I could target, to show how many people can I get to see every single month that are searching for these keywords. Okay, if I go, I have my targeting in United States. Okay, and I go get search volume. Okay, you see that there are not too many people. There are only 10 people here, average monthly searches, funny drummer t-shirts. Okay, we may dig a little deeper. Let me, because I was doing a keyword research yesterday, let me put those keywords in here and hit, okay, get search volume. Okay, so now we see that drummer t-shirts has approximately 500 searches every month, and in here it shows us a suggested bid. This is in euro. Okay, drummer t-shirts, it's different, the different keyword, drummer t-shirts with a hyphen here, and drummer t-shirts with not. You see that. Drumming t-shirts, t-shirts for drummers, funny drummer t-shirts. Okay, if you want to get some even more ideas, you can go to modify search and go to search for new keyword and add group ideas. Okay, so if we get only one this, and we go drummer t-shirts, and we go get ideas, Okay, Google AdWords has this tool that shows us many ideas about specific keywords maybe we could use. So it gives us ideas. Maybe some people use cheap t-shirts, funny t-shirts for men, novelty, baseball, drummer t-shirts, t-shirts for sale. So I would go again, okay, and modify my search even more. Okay, and I would do cheap drummer t-shirts or funny drummer t-shirts, etc., etc. Okay, so we get ideas. Okay, we see that it doesn't have many much searches. So let's stick to the first keywords that we had. Okay, this is just an example, just to show you. Okay, search volume. Okay, I put these keywords in here. Okay, and we have our searches. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go back. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, and we have our first ad group that will be, let's say, drummer t-shirts. Okay, so drummer t-shirts. Okay, so now we are going to show you how we are going to write a very nice, compelling ad. This is very important. So the first thing I'm doing in my campaigns is I use my basic keyword. So this is my basic keyword, drummer t-shirts. I use it in the headline, okay? Because I want to match exactly the search of the user with exactly my ad. If I do this only by itself, it increases my CTR. Okay, so I'm doing like that. Drummer t-shirts. Okay, I have 25 characters to use here, and in my description line number 1 and 2, I have 35 characters. What I basically do is, in my first description line, I try to say my USP, my unique selling proposition, why someone should buy from me. Okay, and my description line, in line number 2, I use a call to action. Okay, action. Okay, so what my USP should be. Okay, if I want to advertise my drummer t-shirt to certain people. Okay, let's say funny drumming t-shirts. Okay, so this is my USP. This is funny, or maybe it's cheap drumming t-shirts, or maybe it's great quality drumming t-shirts. Okay, you should know what is your unique selling proposition, why someone should buy from you. Okay, maybe you do something like that. Drumming t-shirts only for 1995. Okay, something like that. In our second description line, okay, we may use something like a call to action. What the call to action should be here, okay, which be something like get yours today, or buy now and enjoy free shipping.
Hey, quick, can I stop you real quick?
Something like that.
Let me stop.
Yeah, sure.
I'm coming from an angle of I don't know anything about this. That's where I want to ask the questions from, is I've never seen an ad, because some people never have. What can we not put in here? Can we clickbait? Can we tell them to click, or can we only use the word buy now? We can't use the word click. What can we can't, from just a compliance standpoint? I don't want to put you on the spot on it, but people are going to come in here, they're going to take their shirts, and then they're going to try this. And I want to just get at a basic level. What can we not write in here?
We cannot write click now. We cannot clickbait, or we cannot write something that it's not real. Okay, just to drive them to click our ad. Okay, because if Google understands that we are trying to clickbait someone, it will suspend our account. Okay, so stick to the basics. Okay, what you do already for your t-shirts. Okay, let me show you an example. Okay, I have this. Okay, excuse me. Get yours today before it's too late. You will not find it in the store. This will sell out fast. These are typical things we use, even though in AdWords. Okay, if you have no idea what to write in your ad, you can always go to Google. Okay, and go and write drummer t-shirts. Okay, and you can always see what other people are writing. T-shirts for work hunger. Okay, can you see that this is not really relevant? Okay, it took the word t-shirts and it shows us t-shirts for work hunger. Okay, that was not my point. I just wanted to show you that if you want to think and you have no idea what to write, go to Google, okay, and start seeing which ads are performing well. Okay, just to have an idea. So stick to the basics and you will be just fine. The worst thing that could happen if you just write something that's not permitted, they will not suspend your account right immediately. The worst thing that could happen to you is that they could disapprove your ad. Okay, nothing more. Cool. Are we cool with up to now, guys?
Everybody cool? Everybody put a yes in the box if you're all following. Just this basic drumming example. Cool. I think everybody's getting it. And then I'm going to have him also do some other examples with some other terms to really solidify at home.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so in my display URL, okay, I will have my domain. Okay, so I will use my example of my site, one of my domains, digitalplayroom.net. Okay, what can I do here is I could actually use the keyword. I have 11 characters left. Okay, I could use this drummer. See, I can't use that because I have no more characters left. Okay, let's say that we can use, if I had a smaller domain, okay, so let's say u.net, I could use this and write drummer t-shirts. Even though this is not my actual landing page, okay, I do not have a landing page that says drummer t-shirts. I could use that display URL. Google lets me use in the display URL the basic keyword I have. Okay, so here in my landing page, I will go and use my actual landing page. Okay, are we cool? Now we get to, if we finish that, okay, we go to the next step, that is the keywords. We should add the keywords. Okay, now we have 4 basic match types. Okay, let's say that we have our keyword here, that it is drummer t-shirts. Okay, let me get that. The first basic match type, and guys, this is really important to use this as I show you. Okay, the first basic match type is the exact match. So it's used with these symbols. Okay, if I use these symbols, the exact match, and I use drummer t-shirts, even if people write anything else, so let's say that someone writes drumming, writing Greek, drumming t-shirts, my ad won't appear to them. Okay, if it writes drummer t-shirts with no hyphen, my ad won't appear. It will only appear if someone writes it exactly like that. Okay, this is the most basic matching type we use, the exact match. Okay, the second matching type, it's the phrase match. We use these symbols. Okay, and it's drummer t-shirts. It's actually the same. What is the difference between the exact match and the phrase match? If someone writes cheap drummer t-shirts, okay, my ad in phrase match will appear. If someone writes funny drummer t-shirts, my ad will appear. If someone writes drummer funny t-shirts, my ad won't appear. Okay, so my ad appears only in that drummer t-shirts and something, some keyword at the back, some keyword in the front. Okay, and the last matching type we use, it's called the modified broad. We use the symbol plus. Okay, and we go and we write drummer t-shirts. What's the difference between the exact match and the phrase match? Okay, it is actually that some people can write anything else. So our search should contain the drummer, the word drummer, the word t-shirts, and anything else. So if someone writes drummer t-shirts for men, okay, our ad will appear. If someone writes drummer t-shirts funny, really funny drummer t-shirts, our ad will appear. If someone writes though drummer t-shirt, my ad won't appear. Okay, can you follow with this, with these three basic matching types? Please put yes in the box, just to know we're okay with this.
I think everybody's getting in it, and we might also go.
I just don't see it, Don.
I think everybody's getting them. You need to go to the questions box, not the chat box, and then you'll see everybody's thing because it comes in as a question, bro. Everybody sees it though, and everybody's getting it. And also, I think I'm going to have you do another niche after this as well, so we can really hammer it home. And I think everybody gets it, but this is the first time they're seeing it. So I think when they see it one more time and we go through one more example after this, people will really get it. It's just they've only seen it once. So I think when we go through another example as well, it'll really hit home.
That's cool. So we're good to go here. Okay, what I want to say, it's very important to create different ad groups for the same keyword theme. So let's say if I wanted to put funny drummer t-shirts, okay, funny drummer t-shirts, I would have to put it in a different ad group, okay, because this is not in the same keyword theme. Okay, I want to have custom tailored ads because here I'm saying drummer t-shirts, okay, and I have drummer t-shirts as my keywords. If I want to create a new ad group, let's say a new ad group here, funny drummer t-shirts and funny drummer t-shirts, okay, I will have all my keywords, funny drummer t-shirts, funny drummer t-shirts, and funny drummer t-shirts. Okay, this is another ad group. Okay, you should do that, and plus here. Okay, if we go
Dimitri,
and
what are the pluses? What are the pluses?
The pluses are the modified broad. It means that someone actually searches for funny drummer t-shirts and anything else in between or in the front or in the back.
Got it.
If someone, so if someone searches funny men drummer t-shirts, our ad will show up. If someone searches really funny drummer t-shirts, red t-shirts, our ad will show up. Okay, so it must contain all these three keywords. Okay. So if we do that, we know that it's really targeted. Okay, so let's say that here we are ready to go. Okay, you see that it says here below first page bid. You see that it says to us to go per click €3.75. That is crazy. Okay, my strategy here is to go really low at first because keep in mind that Google AdWords wants to make even more money. So it says that you should go with €3.75. Don't do that. Okay, I would go with a strategy of really low maximum cost per click. This is the maximum cost per click I would like to pay for each click. Okay, so if I have a really small budget, okay, I would go with that. Okay, so now we are really good to go. This is the first really basic stuff to get us started. Okay. Want to show? Do you want me to show another example or go to the marketing?
Yeah, I think what we did here is we showed a basic example. And also, guys, you don't have to hop around as many hoops if you're doing this on your own store, your own offers, your own site. We just kind of show the hoop hopping because we know a lot of people do Teespring, and we know a lot of people are selling physical goods on other people's sites, but it is possible to do. Yes, I want to go through another one. This one was a really great basic starting example. Didn't have too much confusing stuff in it, and you're showing how to really laser in. I want to do something that's got real nice scale potential. I want something where if I wanted to do a nice campaign with just Google Ads and I didn't know anything about Facebook and I wanted to sell enough of them and I get enough traffic. So let's think. Can we do maybe? You think nurses? Can we do a nurse tea example? So we can really. And I don't want just the people that are only looking for nurse shirts. I want to get a lot of sales. Whether that's perfect way to do it. And I know you're going to set up multiple ad sets and multiple different things. So show me how you would go and go after a nurse T-shirt.
Okay. So this is really basic. We can use, keep that in mind, that we can use a different domain in our own AdWords account. Okay, so I'm going, sorry, I'm going to send traffic to only one domain. Okay, so this is my domain. This is digitalplayroom.net. Okay, if I have another domain, I cannot send in the same Google AdWords account. Okay, keep that in mind. So if I was going to do another campaign, no? Okay.
Of course, it's got to mess up when you're live, man. It wouldn't be a webinar call if it didn't have some bugs.
Sure, that always happens.
I would hop out of that browser and hop back into it and see if it'll work. 'Cause it looks like it's freezing on you.
Okay. Let me.
Or is it coming?
Yeah. I think it is. Okay. So I'm going to create a new campaign. Okay. New campaign. Search network only. It's really important to never choose search network with display select because it will mess you up. Only choose search network, and afterwards we can see the display network. Okay, I go with search network. Okay, and I use the exact same steps as I used in the drummer t-shirts. Okay, so I have all features. It's very important. So if you have tons of campaigns, to use a perfect naming structure. Okay, so you don't get to search a lot. So my advice is when I use a search campaign, I use the number 1. If I have a display campaign, I use the number 2, so I could quickly find what I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm using the number 1 because I'm targeting very generic search terms. Okay, I put in the word generic. Okay, then I put the niche, so I have nurses. Okay. And then I have, if I have converting or non-converting campaigns, I have this symbol for converting and this symbol for non-converting. So just it would be really easy for me to find what I'm looking for in a matter of seconds. Okay, so I have, I know that this is a search campaign, generic keywords, because now we are targeting generic keywords, but afterwards, if we are using our own Shopify store, okay, we may use branded search terms, or we may want to use competitors' search terms. Okay, so for now we have 1 generic nurses converting campaigns. Okay, if I don't want to do all this thing again, I could load the settings from the other campaign. Okay, so I'm going to okay, copy that, and I can do the same. Okay, and it gets all the settings by itself. Okay, so I get again. Okay, English, and manually I'm doing the beat as I showed you, very low at the beginning, and then when our ads start rolling, we will see what we're going to do.
Quick question. How do you determine your bid? Are you there? Did I lose you?
How do we determine? Yeah, sure. How do we determine, sorry, I didn't understand.
Yeah, you have it set at 0.21 euros. How do you determine that?
This is actually from my experience. I don't really get to determine that from somewhere, because if I go and use the keyword planner, I see that it says to me go with 90 cents, okay, or 91 or anything. I could put that in, but at first, because as I said earlier, Google wants to make even more money. I used to get an to have a default bid something like 21 or 31. Doesn't really matter. I just want to show that the AdWords that I know what I'm doing. Okay, I don't want to take the bait and go with €1, €2, €3 or dollars. Okay, and at first I'm doing something really small just to get it started. Okay, if I see after the ads are rolling, if I see that I don't get too much traffic, I then go and raise that bid by a little bit, maybe 51, maybe 71, maybe 81, just to see how my ads are rolling. Okay.
Perfect. That clears
So,
it up.
Okay. Actually, this I wanted to show you the scheduled start date. If you have a specific campaign, you can set it up from here. So let's say it starts today, and we want to finish it on the 30th of April. Okay. And we go save and continue. Actually, it has too many settings. I will always be here for you guys to help you if you need my help. Okay. I don't want you to suffer from information overload. There's too many things to show you. I don't want you to Google AdWords to be terrified from it. I'm always here to help. I'm always in the lab, so hit me with any questions you have. Okay, so we go save and continue. Okay, and we use the exact same steps. Okay, so let's say that we have the nurses niche. Okay, nurses t-shirt. I will go again to my keyword planner. Okay, and start researching for new keywords. Okay, so I could go for nurses t-shirts, nurse t-shirts, nurse t-shirts. Sorry, nurse t-shirts without the hyphen. Nurse t-shirts, nurse funny t-shirts. Okay, I think that will do. Okay, actually we have in our nurse t-shirts, we have 260 average monthly searches. It shows that the competition is high, and the suggested bid is 74 cents. What you see here, it's the average searches that the Google Keyword Tool, the Keyword Planner tool, provides that we have in the last 12 months. This is actual data, average though. Okay, so nurse t-shirts, nurse funny. I wrote that not correctly. Okay, nurse t-shirts. Sorry for that. Okay. Oh, no, it says up correctly. Okay, so we have nurse t-shirts, nurse t-shirts. You see that it's not the same. It actually sounds the same, but for Google, it's a different keyword. Even if I write nurse t-shirt, nurse t-shirt, and nurse t-shirt without the hyphen, it's not the same. You see that? Nurse t-shirt 170, nurse t-shirt without the hyphen 140. Okay, so I gather my data now, okay, and I go back to my campaign, okay, and I can create my different ad groups, writing the keywords inside. Okay, so let's get this one, nurse t-shirts. Okay, and now I use my exact match, my phrase match, and my modified broad. Okay, Be very careful, guys. Never, 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 ever. Did I tell never, ever? Okay. Never use this keyword like that.
Also, real quick, I want to go back if we can. These are good keywords, but I want to get as broad as we can. I want to do something that's not just the t-shirt terms. I want to go like bigger, broader. Like if Google was my only traffic to make me a millionaire type broad, I need to get as much of it as we possibly can, not just the stuff that just is golden ROI. So let me ask a couple questions to just kind of peek things on here. If I was to use the keyword traveling nurses or nurse jobs. I don't want to target somebody looking for a nurse t-shirt. There's not that many people. When we target people on Facebook to sell them a nurse t-shirt, they're not looking for a nurse t-shirt. They're just a nurse. So how do we just target nurses? Not somebody that's searching for nurse t-shirts. I want to scale. Scale, baby, scale. I want a lot of sales. I want to target somebody that's just a gun rights person, not a guy looking for a gun rights t-shirt. I want to target just a nurse or just a pit bull lover. How do we scale up to the big numbers?
Actually, this is a little bit different than we use on Facebook. Google AdWords wants you to have the exact keywords that you are providing for your products. Okay, if we have nurses t-shirts, okay, I would go like that. We can't find and we can't actually target the specific people using keywords like that. So let's say nurses, traveling nurses, traveling nurses, or nurses clothes,
nurse
or anything.
Stuff like that. Anything that I'm just trying to get your opinion on all these different things, because this is what I would do coming from a Facebook mindset. Is I'm going to say, how can we get big? How can we get those 12,000 average monthly searches to convert into sales instead of the 1,200? That's what I'm looking at here. Is there ways to do it? Is there ways not to do it? I'm just going to be asking you questions from as basic a level as I can.
Okay. This is really basic, and I'm glad you're doing it like that, because this is second nature to me, and my mind doesn't go there really easily. Okay, so to tell you the truth, actually, if we are selling nurses t-shirt, okay, we cannot target the keyword nurses. Okay, we can target it, but it won't do any good to us. Okay, because Google AdWords wants to use the exact same keywords you are targeting just for your products. So I know that you want to scale big, and you would go with the most broad match and use the word nurses or traveling nurses or nurses clothes or etc. But it would actually not do any good, because we have to be really specific to what we are targeting. So
okay, is that from a terms of service perspective or a return on investment perspective?
No, that is from the Google AdWords rules.
Okay, so I can't just go, and anybody that's looking for American Nursing Association, I can't just target them a t-shirt. They have to be looking for a t-shirt for user experience purposes, correct?
Yeah, because the Google, it's a little bit different than the Facebook. It uses a lot of the search part. So if I'm going to search something, Google wants to give you the perfect user experience as it wants. Okay, so you cannot target anything. Google thinks that you should only stick with your basic keywords that are best describing your products or services.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So let me continue with that. I was saying that I would never use this keyword like that. This is the broad match. Okay. We don't use it anymore. Okay. Because this may bring you anything that it's really garbage. It's really irrelevant. Someone may search, for example, something like nurse clothing, okay, and because you have the keyword here, nurse, it will trigger the ad with nurse clothes, and actually it's not the same. Okay, so you should really be careful with that.
Quick question.
If now you want to.
Quick question, real quick. I don't want to keep interrupting you, but I had a good one in here from Phil. We've seen. Can we use this as a keyword? Because I'm trying to get crafty with what we can do within the terms of service. He's got one: gifts for nurses as a search term. Can we use? Does it have to exactly be T-shirt? Can it be merch,
No.
apparel, nurse, anything? I'm
Mhm.
trying to figure out where we can scale as much as possible within the rules because it gets easy to see how if you're doing a couple other niches where people have that it's naturally a search term, like get your X back or something. I'm not talking about whether it's terms of service compliant. I'm talking about the nature of where traffic comes from. So, to me, traffic is kind of like energy. Okay, it's not created, it's not destroyed. It's only moved from one place to the other. Okay, so that traffic on Facebook was already there that you're running a Facebook ad to. Those nurses were already on Facebook. You're just moving them from there to a nurse T-shirt. They're, a plumber is never going to get good traffic on Facebook ad because all the actual traffic is going to Google searching for a plumber when you have that emergency. So also keep it in your mind because we're very good at Facebook ads on this call, how traffic works and where you're going to find more traffic. Does everybody that kind of make sense at a core level of where you're supposed to be looking for traffic in different markets? Is think about where is it at already and then path of least resistance. So go ahead and keep moving. I just want to see how far we can get on a keyword broadening level.
Okay, so actually this is a very nice notice of you. Okay, we can use, of course, keywords like nurse apparel, nurse gifts, clothes, nurse clothing, etc., etc., because it's around the same keyword theme. T-shirts, it's actually apparel. The T-shirts can be a gift. T-shirts, clothes, sorry, can be T-shirts. Okay, so we want to go and find and discover all the keywords that have to do with T-shirts, clothing, apparel, I don't know, anything. Okay, but it's really, really important to have dedicated landing pages. Okay, so if I had in my previous example was going to target the drummer T-shirts. Okay, see here, this is my actual drummer landing page. I use my keyword drummer T-shirt. Get this drummer T-shirt today. T-shirt only for drummers. Love drumming, don't you? Exclusive custom T-shirt. You love drumming. So I'm trying to create my landing page around the same keyword theme. So imagine if we had nurse T-shirts and nurse apparel. Okay, I would have the same landing page. So I would change only this. Get this nurse T-shirt today. T-shirt only for nurses. And if I was going to target nurse apparel, get this specific nurse apparel today. Okay, apparel only for nurses, something like that. So you have to make it really, really specific and custom made. So it has to do a lot with the quality score. As we have in Facebook, the relevance score, Google AdWords gives us a quality score for every keyword. Okay,
quick question again. This is what I'm getting from the method of what you would do is you would start with nurse T-shirts. If it converts, then you go, okay, how can we start to pull out and go nurse apparel, nurse gear, nurse this, nurse that, and then you start to build out all these secondary bridge pages. But is that kind of how you would do it? Is first prove it out with one angle, and then start building out each individual custom page to keep your quality score high and keep Google happy?
Yeah, correctly. Except in the only one situation that even nurse T-shirts or nurse apparel has a lot of search volume, okay, and it's worth the shot to create a landing page right from the beginning to send them.
Got it.
Only in that situation.
So is there a number that you go for on search volume where this is kind of not worth it or this kind of is, or do you have a number for that?
I actually do not have, even if I have some keywords that they have 10 searches, average monthly searches, I use those keywords because they are really targeted keywords. So I don't have a number. I just saying that even if we have 10 or 20 searches, I use those keywords, but I know for a fact that this keyword, nurse's T-shirt, will be my very basic keyword because it gathers a lot of volume.
Got it. Okay, I think we're where we're at right now. And everybody put a yes in the box if you agree. You've got enough information so far on the call, and we're going to keep going at a basic level to get in and set up an ad.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got a yes. Now, that to me is a big thing. I didn't say you just made $1 million, but at the beginning of the call, nobody was actively making ads. Whether you did it or not before, not one person was actively doing it. And now, an hour in, not one person setting up. So we've got big progress already. I think everybody's kind of set in exactly how to do this right here, Demetrius. And if not, they once they set up an ad or two and maybe rewatch the replay, they're set. So I think what we want to go into next is remarketing because I think that we did a pretty good job of covering basic guidelines, rules, things to follow. Clearly, go take a gander at the terms of service. I'm not saying you got to spend 6 years to read the whole thing. I'm saying look at it. Look at the basic guidelines and go through a few things and then just go through this again. Set stuff up the same way Demetrius set it up first, and then get a little bit more creative once you get a few of them up. But can we go into remarketing, basic level remarketing, and rules and regulations? Can we do it on Teespring? Can we do it on our own site? Can we not do it on somebody else's site? What's the rules that we have to follow at a basic level?
Okay. Okay, let's say that we have, I'm gonna cancel this ad group. I will stick with the ad group we had before, or the funny drummer t-shirts. Okay, so now, if we want to use the remarketing, I would go to the search library here. Okay, and you see here audiences. Okay, remarket to people who visited your site before. View. Okay, I have created some remarketing lists for YouTube before. Okay, don't mind for that. We can have another call for YouTube remarketing because this is also huge. Okay, I just want to show you how to create the basic remarketing list. Okay, if we go to plus remarketing list, okay, it's pretty much the same as the Facebook remarketing. Okay, we can give a name to our remarketing list. Okay, let's say that we have our own domain. Okay, and I want people who visited drummer t-shirt, let's say. Okay, I want the visitors who to add to your list. I want the visitors of the page. Okay, and I go here and I want all the visitors that have visited this part. Eat, sleep, drummer. Okay, I go here and I say URL contains eat, sleep, drummer. It's really important not to put all the URL. You saw that I didn't get to choose all of that. Okay, only that part. Okay, eat, sleep, drummer. Okay, so estimate list size, you will see that the list will be empty. Okay, the list is empty because I don't have any traffic. Okay, membership duration is set in 30 days. Okay, the most that we can put in as a membership duration, the length, it could be something like 540 days. Okay, this is the most that we can put in here. Okay, so, and I want to give a description here. People who visited, I used to do the same. Okay, people who visited the drummer t-shirt. I'm going save. Okay, and here I have my remarketing list. Okay, it says membership duration 30 days, and now it is updating. Okay, now here we have the remarketing tag. Okay, it says that it hasn't detected the AdWords tag on my website because I haven't put it in. If I go to tag details, okay, view tag, okay, view tag implementation, I get that code. Okay, and I go and put it, add this to all your web pages right before the body tag. Okay, if I go to my specific site, okay, the most easy part to show you is to go to the editor, appearance, if you have WordPress, of course, most of you I think you do. all marketers do, actually. If you go to editor and go to footer, okay.
Getting technical today, aren't you, buddy?
Sorry?
You're gonna get all technical on us, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to provide a really great value because when I started with marketing 5 years ago, 6 years ago, they all said, "Oh, it's really easy. Okay, you should put some Google AdWords, spend some money, affiliate marketing, and boom, now you have money." And I hadn't anything, so, so it was really a bummer for me. And I want to try to give perfect value to the people devoting time here, and I want to show them actually step by step how I do this.
Awesome, man. I love it, and I think everybody else on the call is loving how thorough you are too. Appreciate it. Keep on going, man.
Uh, I don't know why this happens. Actually, if we go in the footer,
Where
okay,
does it just need to be like if you did it from a basic HTML perspective, is it just in the body of the code? Where does it go?
it says if you go and it will say it will be the closing tab where it will say body. Okay, you will go and paste in the code. Okay, and if you update the file, then if you go to the footer, then you will have remarketing for every single page of your website. You don't have to do this in every single page in the hand. You go to the footer. I don't know now why it shows like that. It will be something like that. The closing tag of body, and you go there and put the remarketing code in. Okay. After you have the remarketing, okay, done. Okay, you may want to go and create some other lists as well. Okay, you may want to create a list for, let's say, all visitors. This is our basic remarketing list. So I'm going to put this here, URL contains, okay, all visitors. Okay, and now we can do custom things. Okay, here it says who to add to your list, visitors of a page. Actually, if I click here, Google AdWords gives us the perspective to use some other things as well. Visitors of a page who did not visit another page, visitors of a page who also visited another page, visitors of a page during specific dates. Okay, or you may also want to do a custom combination here. So you may want to say, I want people who saw my product, okay, select any of these audiences, okay, and we go here. I want all visitors, okay, but I want, I want, let's say that we have our success page is /success. Okay, let's say I want to say I want people who visited the drummer t-shirt, not all visitors, sorry. Okay, but I want none, and I have created another audience that it's actually the thank you page of my t-shirt. Okay, so I want to target all those people that have seen my drummer t-shirt but haven't actually converted. Does everybody understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah, I kind of get it too. It looks like there's a lot of different combinations you could get, and my mind kind of is going like, okay, I can do one combination where I can retarget people that have landed on it but not converted into a sale. I can also target people that have landed on my storefront but not clicked to a product, or I can target people that have landed on the storefront and clicked to a product but maybe not checked out. So I like that you can kind of do lots of different levels here.
Perfect, perfect. I love it that you get it because actually, if you get to see, it's actually pretty much the same with Facebook. Actually, it's a different platform, nothing more. It works extremely well, and it's actually pretty much the same.
Yeah,
So
I love it. So I think
after I,
very familiar. Do you have? I don't know how long it takes. Is there a way to kind of, as we go through this, also touch on the video remarketing as well?
yeah, sure. But at first, I wanted to finish with the remarketing, just to show them that I create my list. So then I will go and have another campaign set up and how I choose the remarketing list, and then I go to video remarketing. No problem by me. Okay, sounds good. Okay, Don.
Yeah, I think everybody's good. Go keep going.
Oh, okay. So after I have created my remarketing list, I go back to all online campaigns. Okay. I want to create now a remarketing campaign. Okay, remarketing works for search and for display networks. Now I'm going to show you how the remarketing works on the display network. Okay, so I get to choose display network only. Okay. Okay, I don't want to use the marketing objectives right now. It's actually really new. I want to show you the traditional way. Okay, I go here and have, okay, the display network. I can use banner ads or I can use text ads. Okay, what I'm doing is this. I'm using the number 2, so I know it's a display network campaign. I use text ads, remarketing, and converting campaign. Okay, I use the United States. Okay, English budget, let's say €5 per day. Okay, save and continue. Okay, I get to create my ad group, drummer t-shirts. Default bid, something small, actually the same. Okay, and here I go choose how to target your ads, interest, and remarketing. Okay, select category, remarketing list, and as you see, we also have similar to remarketing lists. Okay, I choose remarketing list here, and it will get me all my remarketing lists. Okay, I choose people who visited the drummer t-shirt, save and continue. Afterwards, I get to, if I have an image ad, I upload my ads. Okay, now we are going to have a text ad. Okay, I'm writing an ad, drummer t-shirts for sale only today, $17.95. Okay. Buy now and enjoy free shipping. Okay, URL mydomain.com, my actual landing page. Okay, I click on done, save ads, and now actually I'm ready to go and have my first remarketing list set up. Okay, the remarketing list to work needs at least 100 visitors. Okay, so sometimes if you don't have too much traffic or too much budget to spend on AdWords, I'm going with all visitor remarketing list. Okay, if I want to change now my remarketing list, I go to display network. I go to interest and remarketing. Okay, and you see here, this is my audience. Okay, and here I can do all the specific changes if I want. Okay, sounds good. Let's go. Let's proceed on the video remarketing. Don.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think this is good. Everybody kind of sees remarketing is very similar to how it works in Facebook, but it's simple. It's very simple to put up a text one for one. You don't even got to create a banner by any means of the stretch of the imagination. This is super simple. It is a little bit more complex if you're doing stuff on other people's websites because it doesn't really work that way. But it's very simple to set this stuff up. How long did it take you to do that? What, like a minute, 2 minutes?
No, if you know what you're doing, it's actually really simple You can have all the ad groups and set up in something like 10 minutes. I'm just showing here step by step, and it took us 1 hour. But if you know what you're doing, you're in 10 minutes you are ready to go to have a t-shirt up and running.
All right, so less than 10 minutes. If you got your stores up, you got anything where you've got your own sites, your own domains, you've got this going in less than 10 minutes. Everybody on the call is already doing Facebook remarketing. You've already done Facebook remarketing, but pretty much nobody on the call is doing this, and it takes 10 minutes. So, you know, I'm the same. I'm the same. I haven't done it a lot myself, so I'm just as guilty as everybody else. But it's only 10 minutes, so it kind of stings a little bit when you know that's all it takes. Keep going. I think the video one's good. Clearly, everybody knows that video is working. Video's going to be huge and continue to work, especially maybe less on YouTube as Facebook kind of is on the rise on video remarketing. But it's clear there's a huge opportunity for video. And one of the main reason why is in this type of market where we're doing print on demand or we're just testing stuff very quickly, video remarketing has a little bit more of a problem because it takes a long, somebody has to build a video. Okay. So if you know the ins and outs on how to do the video remarketing, these videos that we've done for physical products, because I've done them for clients, I've done them a lot of different ways, ugly videos, simple videos, like the video remarketing videos are not very long. They don't have to be that long at all. Demetrius, can you go through a couple different ins and outs of some video remarketing? Because you've seen the videos I've done that does huge sales promotions. They're ugly. They're ugly. But they're not even perfect quality. And I'm sorry, everybody has to suffer through them. I apologize. But they have good content in it. They've got good value. They've got good structure. You know, they take me a lot more time to make because I have to go through products, review them, test them, tweak them, do things to get all the angles I need. But these videos that work for physical goods and for remarketing, they don't take long. Like Ryan Dice's videos you've probably seen to go to his event. All I did is stand in front of a camera for a minute and a half and shoot 2 videos. It doesn't take that long. It took somebody else longer to edit it. But if you've got a physical good, it doesn't take that long to do a screencast or a screen flow. It takes minutes. That's it. Just like Google remarketing takes 10 minutes, adding on YouTube takes a couple more minutes, but most people won't do it. Everybody gets positive return with remarketing. So do this stuff. Go ahead. I just wanted to put that in there. Like nobody's lost money with remarketing on Facebook. You might want to go through the barriers to giving it a try over here.
Actually, yeah, remarketing is in all my campaigns and all of my clients' campaigns is the number one. Is really the king of all campaigns. So you're missing tons of money if you're not taking advantage. If you're taking advantage the Facebook advertising, but not the Google AdWords advertising. So trust me in that. And actually, I want to show you. This is from a client of mine. This is the client I used in the Google AdWords case study. You see here, this is live. I have not prepared anything, okay? Just want to show you that. And I'm taking the 1st of April till the 25th of April. And you see that I have some campaigns up, and I have the banners remarketing and a text ads remarketing. You see that? The revenue is 1,633 euros with 32 euros spent. And the banners remarketing, it's 73 euros. And it got in return 367. You see, all the other campaigns have not bring any revenue, but these campaigns, if I didn't have these campaigns, my remarketing wouldn't work as well. So you see that you are missing tons of money. This is really important, guys. Okay, so let me continue and show you some stuff about video remarketing, video online advertising. It's actually really cheap. I have run some campaigns with pre-roll ads, and my results were extraordinary. Actually, my average cost per view was 2 cents. Okay, and it's really easy to set up the campaign. The most difficult part here is to have a video that is actually compelling and engaging. This is the most, let's say, difficult stuff, but trust me, you can do this. Okay, because most people are bored and do not do this. You have a great opportunity. There is a great gap in the market to take advantage not only the Facebook video marketing, but also the YouTube marketing and remarketing. So let me show you how to set up properly a new campaign with online video. We are still here in our campaigns. I go to plus campaign and I go here to online video. Okay, I have here, let's say we put our campaign name. Let's say that we have one video that it's for drummer t-shirts. Okay. Budget, let's put 10 per day. Okay. I want to target the United States. We can exclude if we would like a certain country or a location. Okay. This is the language is the language is English. Okay. And if I put here, I can target any other languages I want. Okay. I'm going here to the video ad. Okay, and I paste here a specific ad that I want to run. Okay, let me search for a video of mine. Okay, and let's say that I have this. Hello, brats. Okay, and we are here. Sorry, I'm lost. Okay, here I choose my video. Okay. And I say video type drive use awareness or conversions. Okay, I do not use this in-stream video. Okay, sorry, I do not use the in-display video. Okay, because I have to create another simply like that. I would like my ad just to run as a pre-roll, so I get to uncheck this in-display. Okay, display URL. I get to put my domain. Okay, destination URL. I can, if I want to have the companion banner, you see here, an extra specific banner ad, upload my own image. Okay, I go save and continue. Now here I have my targeting group. Actually pretty much the same as Facebook. Okay, let's say I want to target my drummers. Okay, it says here the maximum cost per view, typical 6 to 65. Actually, this is the first time I'm seeing it so high. Usually it's 3 to 4 cents. So I'm gonna put here 3 cents. Okay. And here I'm trying to see the specific targeting. Okay, I go to younger people that are now will be interested in drumming. Most of them are male. Okay, we do not have a problem with that, parenting. Okay, and any interest, I go here and I search for drummer and nothing comes up. Okay. Musician, it has pro musician, okay, an audio, music lovers, we may want to use rock music fans, world music fans, let's see, some of them use software. Okay, and we get to see, even if we don't want, if we don't find anything by ourselves, we have all the affinity and in-market audiences, and we get to do a little bit of research if we find something, an interest that suits us. Okay, beauty, business, computers, etc., etc., employments, maybe musical instruments, perhaps, no. Okay, so when I do all this stuff, all this procedure, okay, I get to done and save targeting group. And here I'm really good to go. If it goes under the review and they see from Google that we're good to go, we are good to go. and our ad runs as a pre-roll ad. Okay, so it's a non-skippable ad. In the first 5 seconds, we have to engage our user so much that we have to pass our message or our product in the first 5 seconds. And actually, if the length of the video is more than 30 seconds, we don't get to pay even if the user watches 20 seconds. He has to watch at least 30 seconds of our ad to get us to pay. Okay. So now, if we have some impressions, okay, we can go to video remarketing lists, okay, and we can use the plus sign. You see here, I have also created some lists, okay. People viewed my AdWords and YouTube remarketing video, or people viewed my quality score video. If I want to create a new remarketing list for AdWords, okay, I go to plus remarketing list, and I can have people remarketing list in all these. Viewed any video from a channel, visited the channel page, liked any video from a channel, disliked, commented, shared, subscribed, viewed a certain video, liked certain video, disliked certain video. You see here that the possibilities are endless, really endless. So if you get to choose viewed a certain video, okay, I have 2 videos up. Your videos shouldn't be unlisted or private, okay. You get to choose this one, okay. List name, people viewed AdWords and remarketing video. Okay, here I choose my membership duration. I get to choose them 30 in 30 days, and then I go and create my list. Okay, actually now the list is empty because I do not have any users, and actually I can go, okay, I can go and target after the list has gathered some people, at least 100 people inside. I can go and create a new video ad, okay, and select the specific remarketing campaign to run to those people. So it's really important if you want to have, as you do remarketing on Facebook or on Google AdWords, it's actually pretty much the same with video ads as well. Okay, so think of it as a sequence. Okay, you have the first video that it's really engaging and or funny or anything like that, that informs your users about your product. And afterwards, you may want to create another video, a new video that actually gives a discount or a promo code or free shipping or anything like that to the people who have already seen your first video. Sounds good, guys?
I think that sounds
Put a yes in the box.
Let me put a yes in the box. Hold on. Yeah.
I can't see anything, to tell you the truth. I can't see even the guys here.
Well, I can tell you right now, you're getting some yeses in the box.
Yeah.
Let's not dig too deep into video because we've covered a ton today, and we've been on for almost an hour and a half, and I don't want to overload people. So I think everybody's getting them really deep. You've showed so much here: how to research, how to do naming conventions properly, how to set up AdWords remarketing campaigns, how to do contextual ads, how to do didn't do too deep into display, but you went over a few things, a bunch of terms of service things that people have to watch out with, what they can do, what they can't do in descriptions. I think if we go any further, we're going to overload people because this isn't like going deep into audience insights. A lot of people, this is like all new. So if we go any further, I think we're gonna give people too much in their head, and then they won't take action on it. I think everybody's got plenty. So recap: who in here is going to set up AdWords and YouTube remarketing before Tuesday?
Let's see here.
Got one I am. I'm okay. Okay. Can I get some more yeses? Wow, maybe I'll try it. Cool. I think everybody's got the big thing here. This is very eye opening for a lot of people that you can do a lot of the same stuff that we're used to in Facebook, but we're scared to do it in GooTube. GooTube. That's an awesome name. They should make a site called GooTube. But we're scared to do it in Google and YouTube just because we haven't went through, haven't done the things. Now, what he's shown you is how to really do quality score assurance pages that work well that AdWords absolutely loves. Now, we know that we want to make sure not get our stuff shut down. So go through the TOS, go through, get this stuff up. We already found out that pretty much everything on here, without a video creation, which is only like a 5 minute process, everything that can be in here, if you cut out going and really doing long term research and keywords, everything can be done in 10 minutes or less. Every single thing. Maybe not the first time or two, but Demetrius, wouldn't you agree that every single piece of this, when it comes to after you've done it a few times, can all be done in 10 minutes or less?
Yeah, sure, sure. 100% I agree.
Great. So this is it. Campaigns. All it takes for you to get Google and YouTube, the same stuff that you know works on Facebook, which is remarketing and simple tactics, it only takes 10 minutes. So if you don't have 10 minutes, I don't know what you're doing, but I got 10 minutes and I'm going to do this in my campaigns.
I actually want to add the two things, Don, now that we are finishing. I think that we have provided good value here. The first is I would suggest, because most of us here are member of the laboratory, go and find the Google AdWords case study, the first Google AdWords case study that I've teached 2 months ago. It's half an hour. You should really get some more stuff, more information on how to properly set up the ads and everything. And I will always be here to help anybody who needs my help. And I've actually, for those of you who want to take it to the next level, I have created this, the digital playroom, actually is a service of mine that I can get you through the basics, all the remarketing, all your campaigns and ad groups and keywords and everything. Just give it a look, and if you need my help, I will be here. Okay, the digitalplayroom.net, it's the address.
Let me hop in on that too. I actually bought this from Demetrius. That's a lot of the reason why I know that I can bring him on the calls is because he knows his stuff. It's like $497. I am not getting any affiliate commissions for this. It's not an affiliate offer. This is just I know he was coming in here rocking the house, giving a lot of value. If you want his like personal help, he'll do it for super cheap. And then I know if you hit him up on Facebook or in the laboratory, if you have any questions, he'll probably give you a question for free. And then if you want more help, he'll hook you up with this stuff. Like this should be a couple $1,000, but it's only like $500. So if you want him to help you with more of a deep dive in your own stuff, just hit him up. It's digitalplayroom.net. Super cheap. You probably sell it for like $2,000. Like I said, I myself have bought it. This is not an affiliate offer. This is I bought it myself. So that's where I've learned most of my stuff from recently. And he's helping me with Gear Bubble, setting up some dynamic AdWords campaigns and some really advanced stuff. So he said put a link in the chat. Sorry about that. A digital. How do you spell that, man? Digital Playroom. Net, send it to all. Just real quick, make sure you guys got that real quick. I might have to put an HTTP in front of it, but you can copy and paste it in there. It's digitalplayroom.net. I don't know if you have any spots or limitations or whatever. I'm sure if you get a bunch of people that hop over, you might need to put a limit on it. But I totally recommend it. It's like super cheap, and I bought it myself, and I got a lot of value out of it. And this is why I brought him to the calls because he helped me with my stuff. So, but even without that, you guys get some awesome info from Demetrius. I was blown away with some stuff. Like I said, I've worked with a guy and I still learn something from him every time he talks. I saw nothing in the box but positive feedback the whole call. I now know a lot more of how I can reach. We're getting lots of yeses, lots of explanation points. Thomas really got a lot out of the call. I appreciate everybody showing up. Again, if you want Demetrius' help, it's digitalplayroom.net. I get nothing for it, but I think if you want some more in-person stuff with him, a little bit more one-on-one, hit him up and do that. Or you can hit him up in the laboratory if you've got simple questions. Also, anything that we didn't cover or you want a little more, you just like, I have a question or two, just email me. And then if you're not in the lab for some crazy reason, I think most people in here are, and you got a question for Demetrius, I can email it over to him too. Everybody got a lot of value. If you're not doing remarketing and doing this stuff, when I see you next, I'm going to kick your butt because it's 10 minutes. So thanks for showing up, Demetrius. Thanks for showing up, everybody. and hope you get out there and you use what you learned today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for sticking up. I'm always here to help. Once more I want to thank Don because he is the real deal here. I've learned so much from him and from other guys in the lab, and this is my way of giving back. This makes me feel good.
Awesome, cool guys. We did an hour and a half. We rocked it out. I'm super happy with how we delivered this bonus on every level. And if you guys ever need me for anything, just shoot me with an email, and I'll get this replay out to you as soon as we got it done. Thanks for showing up, and have a great one.
Bye bye.